Jaya Vishwapad Paramahamsa Parivrijakacharya Saptarashata Shishamat Divine Grace of Bhakshana Advinda Swami Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Deputy Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jaya Vishwapad Paramahamsa Parivrijakacharya Saptarashata Shishamat Divine Grace of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Amacharya Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Prem se kaho se Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Rajoy Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Navadip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Maharani Ki Jai Samavita Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Premanand. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga.
Hare Krishna, I know everybody is slightly packed, but if there is any space that you can move in, there is a few more devotees at the back. At the end, we're going to promote Srimad Bhagavatam. We want to promote at the end of your class. At the end of your class, we want to promote Srimad Bhagavatam.
Does the Bhagavatam what?
No. For the Bhadra campaign, we want to promote Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. When is Bhadra Purnima coming?
That is in September. 29th. September.
29. It's almost 2 months from now. But you have to prepare. Bhadra means all auspicious. Purnima, the full moon day. It is said that during this Bhadra Purnima, if somebody distributes Srimad Bhagavatam, the full Bhagavatam, we have 18 volumes. Anybody who gives donation to Srimad Bhagavatam to his friends or relatives, they will get multifold benefits of spiritual upliftment in their lives. To give somebody Srimad Bhagavatam means to give a solution to the life's problems for once and all. Means Bhagavatam is the best doctor in the world. It can cut off the cancer of illusion. It can smash any other heart disease or liver disease or kidney disease or diabetes. So therefore, it's very important that you invest your life as well as somebody else's life in the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Inspire. If they won't take the Srimad Bhagavatam, then inspire them to come and attend Srimad Bhagavatam classes every day. So that is also very auspicious for him. Somehow or another, we should get devotees or those who are inclined to be devotees, give them best of the benefit of the human form of life by donating or making them purchase Srimad Bhagavatam. Right. The person who receives Srimad Bhagavatam also receives the benedictions of 12 Mahajans. Who are the 12 Mahajans?
King Janak? King Janak?
Give him mic.
12.
King Janak. Next one.
Brahma? So Shiva? Next is
Give Mike.
Narada Muni,
Sukhdev.
Sukadeva Goswami.
Maharaj.
Oh my God, you are starting from the backward. Okay.
Sorry.
Come on, don't forget your friend who is only 5-year-old.
Prahlad.
Ah. Prahlada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali.
Kapila. Edmanu.
Kapila and Manu.
Kapila. You just scattered them. Huh? But they speak the same language.
Manu.
Manu. You didn't forget Kapil Dev? Aha. Okay. They will receive the benedictions of 12 Mahajans who tell in Srimad Bhagavatam their realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Krishna's words are supported by realized souls, then you don't have any doubt. You don't have any doubt because there is a lot of support. Arjuna accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Why? Do you believe in Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Yes. But do you accept him as the Supreme Personality of God? How? You may not be realized. But how does Arjuna accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
She wants to say.
Hmm? That's not a big deal. But he was not thinking Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead till Krishna showed him the Virat Rupa. You are not going to see Virat Rupa, neither I am going to see Virat Rupa. So what is our source to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God?
Other realized souls who can.
He is very intelligent. Huh?
Very smart.
Who were they?
Other realized souls who have
He names them.
Arjuna gave some names.
Arjuna.
Arjuna accepts Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead on the strength of others who are accepting. And he names them. What is the verse? Param Brahma Param Dhamam. Bolo? अरे इनको तो बोलने दो बोलो परम ब्रह्म परम धामम पवित्रम परमं भवान पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यं आदिदेवं अजं विभुम् आहुस्त्वां सर्वऋषयः देवर्षि नारदस्तथा असीतो देवलो व्यास स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि आहुस्त्वां सर्व ऋषि. There are so many rishis, right? Sarva Rishi. Nobody is going against Krishna except Jaimini, Kanad, because they were atheists. they took up other subjects. Even though they were disciples of Vyasadeva, they took up other subjects. And Gautam was one of them, but they were all impersonalists. But they know the power of the Supreme, but they will not tell Krishna is the Supreme. So they are called as good as atheists. So, Swayam Chaiva Pravishime. Krishna, you also tell the same things that others have told. And Krishna is telling about himself the same truth that others realize him too. Why should not Krishna tell? Did Ramchandra tell the Supreme Absolute Truth? Did any avatars tell? But Krishna tells. So Arjuna is reconfirming that, my dear Lord, what you are telling me has been already told by these great rishis, that you are the Supreme Personality of God. Therefore, I accept that. Sarvameta dhrutam manye. I accept that is factual. You know, factual means in fact. You know virtual? Come on, you use PUBGs and other things. What is that? WhatsApp? No, not WhatsApp. The other systems of play, games. Bigger boys use, not you. And then, but don't be contaminated by that. They are looking into the virtual game, but Krishna is factual. In fact, there is a word in the Veda, Satyameva Jayate Nandrutam. And people don't talk about it. Mayavadis don't talk about the other part of it. Na Anrutam. Anrutam is one which is not factual. That cannot be Satyam. Right? So Satyameva Jayate Nandrutam. And Arjuna is telling, Sarvameta Dhrutam Manye. I cannot escape but to accept you as factual Supreme Personality. Yan mam vadasi Keshava. Whatever you have said so far, I take it factually. You are the Supreme Person. Nahi te Bhagavan Vyaktim Vidur Devan Dhanava. My dear Lord, your personality cannot be fathomed by the demigods nor demons, however powerful they are. Did Ravan understood that Ramchandra was the Supreme Personality of Godhead? No. But he was opposing him, thinking he is a mortal man. Yeah, mortal means? Mortal means? One is about to die. One who faces death is called mortal. Ravana was thinking himself immortal. Hiranyakashipu was thinking himself immortal. But they were actually mortal. So to think about the Supreme Person, now, this is how Srimad Bhagavatam is bringing everyone as his part and parcel closer to him. He is the absolute truth, personality of Godhead. Are you absolute truth? Come on, you should know, yes, you are part of the absolute truth, therefore you are imperishable. The soul dies, and you as soul will never die. But if you think of your body, then who cares? Only mom may cry a little few years. But when she's, in Krishna consciousness. My dear Lord, this is your son, your own part and parcel. I'm giving you back because he belongs to you, not me. The body belongs, the body is still. Okay, I will give to Mother Nature. The body will be given to Mother Nature. Mother owns the body. Here also, you go, if anybody dies, they will find who is the mother of this dead body. And she has to take the custody of the dead body, not the father. Mother nurtured to grow and with the material elements. But spiritual elements must be conveyed to make the soul realize. So it is very important for distributing Srimad Bhagavatam to give the benefit, the ultimate benefit to all the people of the world. You can take charge of some part of Brisbane, and that is good contribution. Kids are bestsellers. Take them along with you. They do miracle, right? You can distribute. You distributed Bhagavad Gita. Never. Who did it? Look at that. They distributed Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
So you can distribute Srimad Bhagavatam. The whole encyclopedia of the absolute truth. So Bhadra Purnima has been carved out in ISKCON since last 6 years to celebrate for distribution of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a brainchild of BBT Mumbai. All right. So we need excuses to do more preaching, more distribution of books like that. All right.
As a special today, Maharaj will personally sign whoever gets the Bhagavatam today.
Charity begins from home. Right? So those who don't have set of Bhagavatam, sign up. Get up. And you have some time.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'll speak about the Purushottam month, right? The glories of Purushottam. How many types of Purushas are there? Huh?
3, he's saying.
Which one?
What?
That's clever. There are 2 types of Purushas. One is fake Purusha and another is real. One is fake Purusha. Who is a fake Purusha? The Jiva. In bodily conception of life is a fake Purusha. Actually, the word Purusha means enjoyer. But Arjuna is telling, Krishna, you Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Purusham Shashvatam, Shashvat Purusha. Means eternal. But actually, we are not dying. We are enjoyed by the Prakriti. Just like a drunkard may think that he enjoys drinking, right? But actually, the wine itself drinks him away, robs his life. It doesn't make even wine the Purusha. But Purusha Prakriti Sthopi, Punkte Prakriti Jan Guna. What he enjoys, he is intermingling with the 3 modes of material nature. Sattva-gun, Raja-gun, and Tamo-gun. Bhukte means he enjoys. But this false Purusha is Prakriti Tapistha. He is situated in the material energy, which is governed by the three modes, Sattva Gun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. So, Bhukti means he enjoys. Can you enjoy the three modes of material nature? Or material enjoy, pressurize you to act in such a way, such an activity. So never come in the influence of the lower modes like Tamogun and Rajogun. Stay in Sattvagun. Nitya Sattvastho, Sattvastha. That should be the aim of the civilized human being. Civilization started from India. The cradle of civilization is Aryan Sanskriti. So the relics and other things are being found out. Those who are non-Aryans, they think these Indians are falsely proud. So they smashed them by imposing the Aryans came from the Western world, Northwest. There were no Aryans here. They were all Anaryans. Anaryans means non-civilized. We make them civilized. That was the imposition. But the culture, they do not practice of civilized human because they were sense gratifiers. And what is the story of the sense gratifier? Actually, he's coming in contact of the three modes, predominantly representing in their enjoying of substances. Three modes. Purusha, Prakriti is situated in material energy, Prakriti. He ends up interacting with the modes of material nature. That's why this falsification, his mesmerized situation, or his fault in associating with the modes of material nature becomes the cause of Karanam Guna Sangasya, association with the material modes. Sadasadyoni Janmashu. He is coming in the influence of Satyoni or Asatyoni. Means for Satyoni, he will be uplifted. For Asatyoni, they will be downgraded further. So, but here, Krishna proves himself in the 15th chapter. Such a labyrinth of illusion, of enjoyment, is considered to be the reflection of a banyan tree, whose roots are upward and branches and twigs and leaves, and they are downward. Where do you get that kind of upside down tree? Only in the reflection in the water. If that tree is growing on the bank of a reservoir. All right? But he is expert and he has been trapped once entering into that upside down tree. It is so profuse that he doesn't know the way out. Because he is associating with the three modes of material nature. And Krishna advises that he has to dissociate with the modes of material nature to come out from them. So therefore, the requisite knowledge or training is given in the culture, how to become detached. When such knowledge is available, then he can utilize in Asanga Shastrena Dradena Chitva, the labyrinth of this material world. He has to be very strong in cutting the roots. And the roots were upward going, downward going also. Such a banyan tree is, Krishna said, that is my swarupa, my material energy I have created. And if you want to find me, worship me in the form of vrikshanam, asvatha sarva vrikshanam. Out of all the vrikshas, I am asvatha. So, Krishna wants to see all his parts and parcels come, but they are perpetually rotting in the cycle of birth and death, and they have a tendency to fall down. Kshara Prakriti. So Krishna says there are only two kinds of nature of living entities found. Vabhibho Purusho Loke Kshara Kshara Eva Cha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutastha Aksharuchate. Every living being is Kshara, means deteriorating. It's going to dwindle and disappear. That Kshara Prakriti will regenerate, come again, go in the cycle of birth, growth, maturity, produce byproduct, dwindles and disappears. Right? So that is Kshara Prakriti. But Kutastha Akshara Uchyate. Why there is a mountain there called Kuta Mountain? In Brisbane, there is a mountain, right? Kuta. And here is the same word which is used. Kutastha. One who is situated on the top of mountain is in secure position. So he is unshakable. Kutastha Akshara Uchyate. Akshar means not fallible, infallible. Right? But Krishna is not one of the unfallible. Uttama Purushottam Matme Tudhyarata. Yo lokataya matishya vibhartyam mayam ishvara. Introducing himself as that Purushottam out of Akshara Prakriti. All right? It says, Sarvasya chaham radisannivishto mattasmutir gnana ponam se. Vedeshu sarveshu aham eva vidya vedanta veda vidya. This is his introduction. I'm sitting as Paramatma, and the nature of Paramatma is Purushottam. All right? And I'm the only personality as Purushottam to be acknowledged through the pages of Vedas. Aham eva Vedya. I should be known. Because Vedanta Krit, I have compiled the Vedas and nobody knows better Vedas than me. So, nobody can challenge this. How does Krishna know Veda?
He got all the intelligence.
Say loudly.
He got all the intelligence.
He says here, Vedayasya Sarvam. Aham Eda Vedya Vedanta Krit. Vedanta Krit means I'm the compiler of the Vedas.
He's Vasudev.
Eh?
He's Vasudev.
Is Vyasadeva. Okay, his incarnation, right? If incarnation can be understood as the creator of Vedanta, the creator of Vyasadeva is Krishna, right? So Krishna knows Vedanta, therefore Vyasadeva knew Vedanta. But Krishna told to Brahma, not to Vyasadeva. How did Vyasadeva know? How did Vyasadeva know?
Narada history.
Yeah, this guy is somebody going to be a very good devotee. How many rounds are you chanting?
Something out online, but
Yes?
so then I got, I was chanting 8 or 9, but then I got cut off. Ever since I came to this one.
Daily?
Then
How much?
8 or 9 he was doing, but then he got sick, Maharaj. So
He got sick, Guru Maharaj, in between. He was admitted in the hospital.
Good.
Good, he was admitted.
Hire him.
He was doing 8 or 9, and then he got sick and he was admitted in the hospital. Then,
Uttamah Purushastvanya Paramatmityudaharta. Uttam Purusha. Uttam means the best. Udgatah Tamah iti Uttama. One who has transcended to the topmost position. So he cannot be compared to anybody like a living entity. He is the supreme. Because he is Uttam. Krishna is glorified only in Uttama Sloka. Not, ordinary thing. Oh, Kanudo Kalo ne. Bela garba rame apna Gujarati mein. એ બધા રાગણા નહીં ચાલે અહીંયા ભગવાન એ કઈ ભાવનાનો ભૂખ્યો નથી, અક્કલનો પણ ભૂખ્યો છે. જે લોકો અક્કલ બેર મારે ખાઈ હોય અને આભરાઈ પર ચડાવી દીધી હોય એ લોકોને ત્યાં નથી. ભાવના રે પણ ભાવનાનો પૂળો સળગી જાય તેનું શું છે? The idea is, I'm sorry, I told it Gujarati. Because Gujarati devotees are very sentimental. Sorry to tell, but there is no check on them. They accept this as a foreign element. They think they like it. I'm not preaching in Gujarat because there is one reason. I go to Gujarat, I preach to some section, but I'm not going to at least my nearby my town. It's forbidden. Once you have given up, why should you go? But this is one of the main reasons. They know Krishna. They say, you can't sell your things there. And familiarity breeds contempt. So they won't give you a damn. So it is very important that we have to use our discriminating intelligence to ascertain, just like Arjun is doing. So Uttamaha Purushastvanya Paramatmityudravarta Yo Lokam Lokatrayamavishya Vibhartyam Ishvara. Besides these two, Kshara and Akshara, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. And then Krishna, as The original individual proclaims that. Yasmadati pito aham aksharadapi chottama ato asmi loke vede cha prathita purushottama. Because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person. When we were the beginners, we come across this terminology for the first time in our life, description of God and Supreme Personality of Godhead. That the Supreme Personality, Supreme Personality, Supreme, if you use only one, that negates the personality. But when you use in ascertaining the personality, then you use both Supreme Personality. Otherwise, impersonal is also called Supreme, but Supreme in limbo. Supreme in limbo, no concrete existence. So, ato asmi loke vede cha prathita purushottama. Purushottam means Supreme Person. Purusha Uttama. Uttama Purushastvanya Paramatmetyudahi. You go other way around. It is also called Paramatma. Paramatma is my expansion. Uttama Purusha. We are false Purusha. But the Uttam Purusha is Paramatma himself. So, the soul who is repeatedly falling down from its position because he falsely claims as Purusha. And there is a competition to become false Purushottamas. Bill Gates, because he was earning the greatest, he was said to be Purushottama. That is a rat race of becoming Purushottama. Nobody is. Is there any competition or a pageant for Purushottama? Come on, the American Idol, Australian Idol is there. Is really an idolatry. Idolatry is opposed by Christians. Thou shalt not worship an idol before me. That is one of the commandments. But this is, they are worshipping the false Purusha as Uttam, the American Idol, the best Purusha. Male chauvinist pig. He may be invested with talents. What kind of talents? Not 64 excellences like Lord Sri Krishna. India is also after best Purusha. Indian Idol. Therefore, understanding this systematic way how Krishna is superlative. If we know this thoroughly and convinced, then for them, yo mameva asammudho janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bhav. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Now, who can become a very confirmed devotee? Accepting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the deliberation. You deliberate it, how? With your discriminating intelligence. We cannot compete. We are nowhere. We are fallen souls, means we have habit to fall down from our state. Even while, getting up, the child falls down many times, but the mother is very compassionate. Oh, don't worry. One day you will certainly start walking. So similarly, Tyaktva swadharmam charanam bhujam hare bhajan apapva patittato yadi. Narad Muni tells that in our pursuit of understanding Lord Shri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by some deviation, if we follow from the path of devotional service, we say, Kova Bhadra Bhut Amushakim. What is inauspicious for such a person? On the other behalf, Kvartho Abhajatam Swadharma. Abhajatam Swadharma means those who are not worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they are very, virtuous to do so many benevolent activities, but not as devotional service. Then what is the gain? Whatever a devotee does, even in immaturity, whatever he is collecting is a permanent asset in devotional service. Because he knows in that much respectful proportion the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it has been very much interesting build-up of worship of the Purushottam month. It comes every 3 years, once, because there are extra days on the moon cycle. And therefore they accumulate and becomes a week and a half is the difference in the moon cycle. So at 3 years, they are accumulated as about 4.5 weeks, almost a month. The Mayavadis, impersonalists, and the Smartas, they think it is very inauspicious month. They call it Malamas. Mal means excreta. Is there anybody from Punjab near Ludhiana? Anybody here? No. We had somebody the other day. Oh no, that was in Sydney. Sorry. Oh, I remember something. So I asked the question and somebody raised. I asked him, do you know a town called Malerkotla? Means the heaps of Mala. Means everybody throws their stool there and compiled there as a big mound of Maler. Mala means as a discarded refuge. Nobody wants to keep. Even in my hometown, the Japanese came to establish a new trend of rice growing. And at the same time, they also suggested that during, I'm talking of early 40s and 50s, the caste region, they were carrying on their head mala. collected from every so-called open, undrained bathrooms and toilets. And they were so much deprived, you know, and they were throwing in a big pit to make it into fertilizer. It's called recycling plant, Prabhu. So, Mala is a discard refuge. Yeah? The refused element is called refused. Now, how he was discarded? The Malamas. There's a story. Just like in Ekadashi, where Papa Purusha is more prominent. If you have read the stories of Ekadashi, the fundamental is that Annad Bhavanti Bhutani, all the bodies are made through consumption of Anna, that is grains. Even the Jiva is transported from Anna into the semen of Father, who consumes it. It comes through the rain. It comes through the rain. So, Parjanyad Anna Sambhava. Yagyad Bhavati Parjanya. Yagya Karma Samudbhava. Nobody can claim that what I do is through my own energy. Bhava energy is borrowed. It's not your own. Yagya Karma Samudbhava. Karma Brahmotbhavam Vidhi. Karma is emerged from Brahman, the Supreme's energy, both material and spiritual. Sum total is called Brahman. And Brahmaksharam Samudbhavam. That Akshara Purusha, here is cited, that Uttamaha Purushastvanya Paramatma Pita is called Paramatma, but because he is beyond both Kshara and Akshara Prakriti, means Akshara may be his expansion and Paramatma. But Krishna says, I'm beyond that. My personality is separate from my expansions. I have original personality. So, Sarvavid Bhajati, Sarva Bhavena Bhav. He will accept that Supreme Personality as the origin. That's why in Krishna consciousness, we say Krishna is the Supreme Personality, Godhead. Nobody has ever claimed, and everything is proven through the authority of Krishna, which is supported by the Vedic statements, Purana, Upanishad, so many are. So, first let's talk of that Papa Purusha, how Ekadashi came into existence. All the demigods, the seven major, they wanted to resolve because they were directly affected by karma, because they are taking the karma of their worshippers. So they want to become secured. They took up one day of a week. On Monday, who do you worship? Lord Shiva. Tuesday, Hanuman. Then Wednesday, Lord Krishna.
Lord Ganesh.
Ganesh. All right. You may be a Ganesh. Then Guruvar, Brahaspati. Then Shukravar, Venus, Lakshmi Devi. No, Shukravar is for whom? Santoshi Ma. You know, she came into existence in 1960. Yes, some fertile brain emerged her out, then started circulating the chain letters. If you don't believe in the mercy of Santoshi Ma by not observing, then you will have to face consequences. Better perform it and spread the word. If you write to 10, 15 of your friends, you will get this much and that much. Right? And that's how Santoshi Ma became familiar, and she went to Bollywood also. They made a movie of Santoshi Ma, Jai Santoshi Ma. So what a poor, notorious religious game is being played. Yeah? Now, Saturday, for Shani Dev, Panoti Nikalo. I used to go to pray Hanuman, put oil on me, and put the red sindur on my right ear. When I was child, because my uncle was going, I went behind him. Anyway, the idea is, and Ravivar, Sunday is for home. Holiday. Holiday. No. Devata, sun god. How come you have holiday? All the demigods chose their day. So those who are worshipper of demigods, they offer homage. They benedict, vice versa. Right? In this way, they will not accumulate any sinful activity. All right? Purnima and Amavasya, they also have their moon god, new moon and full moon. There's Ekadashi, was the Pap Purush personified, is complaining to Lord Shri Krishna. Everybody took every day. They didn't leave anything for me. So I'm supposed to be, accumulating all the sins. All right? Papa Purusha. Papa Purusha is everywhere, in every religious function. If it is not taken care, he will surely accumulate the heaps of sinful activities, whether they worship this demigod or that. So he was feeling very responsible, but he went to Krishna. Who will purify me? Who will worship me? Then Krishna has to think, 11th day, why don't you take the charge of 11th day? There are 52 Ekadashis will be coming. Right? How many? 26. 52 weeks are there, but Ekadashi is only 26. Right? So 26 Ekadashis, if they worship you, following the rules and regulations, how to eradicate the Pap Purusha and liberate him. That is the function of the devotees. So we refrain from Anna. Anna is the source of Pap Purusha. If we refrain from eating Anna, we will never accumulate. So the rules are very staunch. you have to 18 hours before stop eating grains. So no grain will be sustained in your body unless you have constipation. So no grain will be sustained. Everything is supposed to be thrown out. So your body will be free from the effect of anna. And on Ekadashi, you are not supposed to eat anna. You can eat Ekadashi pizza. Baba, so much so. You can't beat anybody. The devotees, at the topmost. Nobody can beat them. In culinary arts, cooking is called culinary art. Who is the best cook? Always think of her kitchen. All right? So Radharani will promote you directly and engage in service of kitchen. So if we refrain from grains and beans and whatever considered to be product of monocotyledons, the biology and the botanical. Who is studying botany? Anybody? No? Okay. There are no science college here, right? In botany. So the grains are from annuals, and if they have long grass, not petal grass, long grass, so the leaves are sharp like long. They are all monocotyledons. You can eat. Now you cannot eat because it has anna in it. So in this way, otherwise, anna is the resource for making the body. So bodily conception has to be reduced by refraining from anna, the grains and beans. So you'll be celebrated and your problem will be over by those devotees who will observe Ekadashi. So that solution is there. But another problem came with this malamas. The smartest call it malamas because it's very inauspicious. But Vaishnava call because that malamas also went to complain, Lord Krishna, can you solve my problems? Krishna says, what is your problem? I'm an extra month. Every 3 months, 3 years, I have to come. But I have been very inauspicious for them, so no good activity can be done in this. It will not fructify. I have been cursed. You are only my rescue, my dear Lord. So he says, don't worry. Vaishnava will know you as Purushottam. So what do you have to do for Purushottam? Krishna says to him, anybody who takes extra vows, like chanting 64 rounds a day, if you have time. If you are working outside, at least finish your 16 rounds. Be punctual. Become strict with yourself. If you can perform in a healthy state of mind and body, then perform extra austerities. It is falling in Chaturmasya. So there are some, austerities are already limited, but you can add more. Most of the people, ISKCON, They want to keep the beard. Why? Purushottam Maharaj. I'm giving you excuse, okay? Thank you. Purushottam, I have decided not to shave up. But then, shave up or don't shave up. If you don't shave up, you can't make a style. Huh? Who is that? Who brought the style? Huh? Which actor? You don't know. Jhoot bol rahe. Anyway, you laugh at me because I remember. At least I know him as the husband of Deepika Padukone. He brought it. No. The idea is that people want to keep the beard in that fashion, not any other fashion. So no wonder if you go on your YouTube, you'll get definite the Chinese advertisement of that razor blade to cut that beard, especially in shape and size, and rob you out of money. So anyway, that is, in China is always lurking out of our religious business. All right? But Malamas was given the name Purushottam Mas. Will be very auspicious for Vaishnavas. For the smart who are not Vaishnavas, it is Malamas. Let them stink. Prabhupada said, we will celebrate Purushottam. We can do more austerity. We try to perform extra devotional service to please the Lord. That is the business. We have nothing inauspicious. Why do we have to discard religious activities like smarters? There is no reason. So Purushottam Masaki. Anybody has any questions or comments? Everybody is happy. So no questions. No? All right. Is it time? Nobody is speaking. Oh. Why?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for nice class. Maharaj, you were mentioning about taking extra vows of Vrata for this Purushottam months. So I just wanted to check if I take any vow and if I miss it or if I don't do it, so is there are there any repercussions or any problems in it, or I have to do some atonement for it?
You can't compromise with your own self. How can you levy compromise with the Supreme Lord? That's not good habit. There is no alternative for our salvation except Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajata Purusham Param. Right? So we have to take all opportunity and any opportunity that will enhance our attention and focus on Lord Shri Krishna and his mercy.
So, like the example is brothers. Let's say I have taken a part of chanting finishing my 16 minimum rounds before 7 o'clock. Or get up at 4:30 and attend Mangalarti and Gurus. If someday if I won't do before 7, if I do during the day, I anyway finish my chanting rounds. So that because
It is very straining, right? Extra chanting must be very straining, right? Then why do you have to take?
chance more than 16 rounds, but the time I won't be able to do it before 7 o'clock. I can do during the rest of the day.
Is it a perpetual habit?
Sometimes.
What time did you get up?
What time?
Do you get up?
I will wake up at between 3:30, 4 o'clock for this month, otherwise 5 o'clock.
And otherwise,
5 o'clock.
you can get up at 4 o'clock. But the thing is that you need 6 hours of sleep. If you wake up at 3 o'clock, go to bed at 9 o'clock. You will have without any disturbance. But we don't want to cultivate that habit. I think we are extending ourselves for others for their petty bodily comforts, children, wife, maybe, or elderly even. So, if we are going out of our way, then the risk is there. Risk is there. Risk taken for Krishna is part of bhakti. But risk taken for someone else other than Krishna is non-productive. So we have to manage that. You know how to do the management of time? What is most urgent and most important? That is the first choice. Second choice will be what is the most urgent but less important? Second choice. Third choice will be what is less urgent but most important. The fourth is what is less urgent and less important. This is a very, very understandable time management and effective. Our aim should be focused on what is most urgent and most important. You know, if you consider chanting to be less urgent, and you end up doing more important, but which is not supporting chant, then again it's a wrong choice. Chanting has been placed in most important, and most urgent and most important. Both. There is nothing replaceable.